My friend, let's stay in this moment together. You're thinking about beginning. Something in you genuinely wants to. You can feel that want. It's real. It's there. It hasn't disappeared. But something else is also there. You reach for your phone. You notice yourself reaching for it. Not because there's something urgent on it. Just because your hand moved before you decided it should. You put it down. Your eyes go back to the thing you were avoiding, and you feel it. That specific low-level resistance that doesn't announce itself loudly. It doesn't say I'm afraid or I'm not ready. It just makes everything feel slightly heavier than it needs to be, slightly less possible than it actually is. You notice that heaviness while it's sitting in your chest. You don't try to fix it, you just see it there. You take a breath, a real one, the kind that goes all the way down. And you think, I've been calling this lack of inspiration, but sitting with it now, honestly, it doesn't feel like inspiration is missing. It feels like something else. It feels like you're waiting for permission, not from anyone else, from yourself. You've been waiting for yourself to say, yes, this is worth doing. Yes, you are ready. Yes, it's okay to begin, even though you're not sure how it ends. And you notice, sitting here right now, breath still settling, that you've been the one withholding that permission this whole time. Nobody else took it from you. You just forgot to give it. You open the document or the notebook or whatever version of beginning looks like for you today. You look at it, and the resistance is still there. You notice that too. It didn't disappear just because you saw it clearly. It's still present, still doing its quiet work of making everything feel harder than necessary. But something is different now. You're watching it instead of being inside it. You type one word or pick up the pen or say the first sentence out loud to nobody in particular. And you notice the resistance didn't stop you. It was there. You moved anyway. Not because the inspiration finally arrived, not because you suddenly felt ready. Because you chose honesty over the story you've been telling yourself about why today wasn't the right day. Here's something worth seeing quietly. This isn't the first time you've been here. You've sat in this exact feeling before, the idea present, the intention real, the moment available, and something not dramatic, not obvious, just something keeping you still. You've noticed this before and moved past it without really looking at it. Not because you're broken, not because you lack something other people have, just because nobody ever showed you how to stay with the noticing long enough to see what's actually underneath it. So the pattern repeated quietly again and again. The same idea returning, the same hesitation arriving with it, the same decision, not made consciously, just made to wait a little longer. And here you are again. Same feeling, same stillness, same distance between where you are and where you said you'd be. The difference this time is small but important. This time you're noticing it while it's happening, and that changes something. The honest story is simpler than you made it. You wanted to do something, you were scared it wouldn't be good enough. So you waited for a feeling that would make the fear smaller, and the feeling kept not arriving. And the waiting became the habit, and the habit became the pattern, and the pattern became so familiar you stopped seeing it as a choice. But it was always a choice. It still is. You write another line or take another step, or say the next thing that needed saying. And the resistance is still there, quieter now, but still present. You notice it the way you notice weather. It's there. It doesn't have to stop you. Your hands are moving, your breath is steady. Something that was closed is opening, not dramatically, not with fanfare, just the small, ordinary opening that happens when you stop waiting and start. Here is what honesty actually asks of you. Not perfection, not courage in the big dramatic sense, not the feeling of being ready. Just this: to see clearly what's happening inside you while it's happening. To notice the resistance without pretending it isn't there. To notice the fear without letting it have the final word. To notice yourself waiting and ask, waiting for what? Exactly. And to answer that question honestly, even if the answer is uncomfortable. Especially if the answer is uncomfortable, because the uncomfortable, honest answer is always more useful than the comfortable story. The comfortable story says, I'll start when I feel inspired, when the time is right, when I have more energy, more clarity, more certainty. The honest answer says, I'm scared, I don't know if this will work, I don't know if I'm good enough. And I'm going to begin anyway because waiting hasn't been working, and I'm tired of being the person who almost started. That honest answer, said quietly to yourself in a moment like this one, is worth more than any amount of motivation you could search for on the internet. It is the beginning of trusting yourself again. And trusting yourself. Really, trusting yourself, not the big version, just the small daily version of keeping your word to yourself, is the only foundation that lasts. There is something else worth noticing here. Most of us have a version of ourselves we keep promising to become, the version that wakes up early, that follows through, that starts things and finishes them, that doesn't need to be pushed or reminded or inspired into action. We carry that version around like a photograph of someone we used to be, or always meant to become. And every time we don't follow through, we feel the distance between who we are right now and who that photograph shows. That distance is uncomfortable, so we do what humans do with discomfort. We avoid it. We scroll past it. We tell ourselves a story about why the gap is understandable, why today wasn't the right day, why tomorrow will be different. But the gap doesn't close by itself. Closes one small, honest moment at a time, not by becoming the person in the photograph overnight, but by taking one small step in that direction. Then another. Then another. Each step small enough that the fear doesn't have time to organize itself into an argument against you. Each step honest enough that you can't pretend it didn't happen. That is how the distance closes. Not in a moment of dramatic transformation, in a series of ordinary, honest choices that nobody sees but you. You stop for a moment, hands still, eyes looking at what you've started, and you see it. Not as an idea, not as a concept, just clearly, plainly. In the middle of this ordinary moment, you see the whole pattern at once. The waiting, the story, the permission withheld, the inspiration you kept searching for outside yourself, while the honest answer was always sitting quietly inside. You don't label it, you don't analyze it, you just see it. The way you might see that you've been holding your shoulders up near your ears and only notice it when they drop. Something drops now. Not everything, not in a dramatic way, just something loosens, something that was held a little too tight releases slightly. And you sit with that release for a second, just a second, not turning it into anything, not making it mean more than it does, just letting it be what it is. A moment of seeing clearly, of being honest with yourself without punishment or drama. That seeing, simple, quiet, honest, is already something different from everything that came before. And in that difference, there is more space than you expected. You turn back to what you were doing. No announcement, no decision that feels like a decision. You just continue. The word that was hard to write, you write it. Not perfectly, just honestly. The message you've been drafting in your head for 3 days, you send it. Without reading it one more time, without one more small adjustment. The beginning you kept postponing. You let it be this imperfect, unready, slightly uncomfortable version of starting. And nothing dramatic happens. The resistance doesn't disappear. The fear doesn't transform into confidence. You just continue. One small movement forward, then another. Not because the inspiration arrived, because you decided that honesty was more useful than waiting. Your hand moves, your breath is steady. The thing that felt impossible a few minutes ago is now simply happening. Not perfectly, not with the feeling you thought you needed. Just honestly, just actually. And that, just actually, turns out to be enough. You sit with what you've started. It's not finished. It may not be good yet. You're not sure where it goes from here, and that's okay. Something feels different than it did 20 minutes ago. Not resolved, not completed, just lighter, more honest, more like yourself. The thing you were carrying is still there, but you're carrying it differently now. Less like a weight, more like something you're actually working with. You take a breath. Your shoulders are lower than they were when you sat down. Your hands are still. The screen in front of you has something on it that wasn't there before. Something small, imperfect, real. You made that. Not by waiting for the right feeling, not by finding the perfect moment, just by choosing. Quietly, without drama, in the middle of an ordinary day, to be honest with yourself. You don't know what comes next, but you're here, present inside the thing instead of outside it looking in. And for now, just for this moment, that's enough, my friend. That has always been enough.